particular day that I get so excited, super hyper, because I get to do this not only with you but with my ladies right here on Toast. And of course, what would an evening be with me on this seat without my girls? First off, let me start with my lady. Hey, Mahalia, it's been a while.
It's been forever.
You abandoned.
I never missed her so
yeah. But what have you been up to?
It's been over a month since we got back from Women of Valor with Nana Banamo and the whole team, Natalie Ford. It was amazing, just inspiring women and taking it international and involving young ladies like myself to empower us.
Wow.
Yeah, so Nana was showing us how to do it,
Okay.
Get the ladies going. So let's occupy
Was it your first time in Paris?
Yes, it was. Not my first time in Europe, but my first time in Paris, and it was amazing.
Wow. Is that an experience that you'd want to relive all over again?
Oh, yes. I don't think I should go to Paris alone next time. I should go with my better half,
I thought she was going to say, I'll take you girls. She said, oh, of course, we have a girls trip too. Right?
Yeah, but it's a city of love, so I'm sorry. I thought of that first.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are not among.
Lodi,
Baby.
good evening to you.
Donna. Good evening.
You're looking fabulous.
You too, baby. I like your hair.
Oh, thank you. Yours too.
Thank you, baby.
What have you been up to the last couple of days or weeks?
Same old. Just work, home. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't wait to see you again. What do you mean?
I actually don't believe you, but okay. Thank you for wanting to see me. But what are your expectations for tonight's show?
I mean, I hope to be empowered because for the topic for today is quite interesting, and I'm not really like a business oriented person. So today I hope to learn a lot of things. Yeah.
Before I go on to our special guest for tonight, I forgot to ask Mahalia what your expectations are for tonight, considering the fact that we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Well, you've not introduced the topic, have you?
Not yet.
Okay, well, so it's about empowering women. I wouldn't want to talk about it straight ahead, but women like myself specifically, right? Women in business. And so I'm super excited. I'm hoping that I can pick one or two for my business as well. And for the young entrepreneurs out there, I know how the hustle is like, so I hope this empowers you too.
Okay, but when it comes to our special guest for tonight, I think it will be, I would want her to spill out who she is, why she's here, and what she actually does for the sake of myself and obviously the ladies and our viewers and listeners as well.
Okay, my name is Georgette Amoako, and thank you for hosting me today. I am the propositions manager at Absa Bank Ghana. I manage the women desk and also the women entrepreneur desk and also the startup proposition at Absa Bank. So I'm here to share with you what we have, some of the very lucrative products that we have at Absa Bank, and also educate all of us on financial intimacy.
Okay, so you didn't go into details what you do as a proposition manager at Absa, so if you could tell us that.
Okay, so as a propositions manager, I manage the women entrepreneurs at Absa Bank. So any female-owned business that sits within Absa, I manage them, and also for startup companies that have been registered for less than within 3 years, I support them with financial and non-financial services.
Just the women.
But for the women, for the women desk, it's strictly women, but for the startups, it cuts across. The key thing is for your business to be within 3 years of being registered, legally registered. Yeah.
But speaking of Absa, what makes Absa actually stand out from the rest?
Yeah, because we help our customers in telling their stories, or I would say we tell our stories together. We bring our story, we meet with the customer, we combine and see how we can put our strength together and help the customer grow to the global scenes. Yeah.
Well, the show is brought to you by GBH Hair Relaxer Cream, the best hair relaxer on the market for the best premium wines, champagne and whiskey. The surest plug is Quicksilver because they are the best in the game. We have a rep from Absa in the studio tonight to have an interesting conversation with us. But before that, we also have a message from the entire Absa to you, our cherished viewers. And on that note, Absa says that we understand the unique journey of women in business, from juggling multiple responsibilities to navigating financial complexity and societal expectations. Your resilience and vision inspires us. That is why they have created the She Business account tailored to empower visionary women leaders like yourself with collateral-free loans up to 2 million, insurance coverage, discounted loans, interest rates, and capacity building programs. The She Business account is the banking solution for you. So you can simply visit the nearest Absa branch or simply call 030-242-9150 for more information. Absa wants you to understand and to know that your story absolutely matters. On that note, it's time for us to do one of our favorite things on the show.
I know,
to
right?
have a quick cover moment. I'm sure Mahalia is looking forward to it. You're supposed to
Show me a bit.
show me with me.
So on this note, I think today we're not just toasting to today's show. I think we should toast to Absa and women in business. Yeah. Yeah, so you are the guest, so let me do you first.
Oh, please, thank you. Give the guests the proper champagne.
I know. Who did this? Sharon. Oh, Mommy, today.
You have to tilt your glass.
Yeah.
When you're pouring.
Mommy, we pour it well for you. Sorry, Mom.
That's enough.
Oh, that's enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Glass.
Tilt her glass, but she absolutely
Needs it. She looks like she needs it. To women in business.
to a great show.
And to a great show.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Style Show. My name is Maame, and of course, I am in the mix with the beautiful Mahalia, Bamford, Abena, Moet, aka Lodina, Shandon. We also have Georgette from Absa, and of course, as I usually tell you, please do well to get interactive with us on all our social media platforms at GHOne Television, and let's keep pushing the hashtag toast. Well, they say love and money don't mix, but let's be honest, Davido definitely wasn't lying when he said love is sweet, but when money enter, love is sweeter. Tonight, we're talking about something deeper than budgeting. On the table, on Toast tonight, we're taking a critical look at financial intimacy where both hearts and wallets are open. Our friend from Absa is here to help us dissect this topic. And not just that, she came bearing some good news to empower visionary women like yourself. But before we elaborate more on that, let's set the tone with the conversation on financial intimacy. And again, you can get interactive with us on all our social media platforms, and let's push the hashtag toast. But let me ask you, Georgette, what does financial intimacy mean to you?
Financial intimacy is the ability to be open, honest, and vulnerable with your partner about your money without shame or fear. You've got to set the goals and also let your partner understand that this is me, this is how bad my finances are, or this is how good my finances are, and how can we join forces together to get it better for both of us.
Okay, Mahalia, I'm interested to know what your thoughts are on this. What does financial intimacy mean to you?
Well, you know how in Akan there's a saying that Sikaya Muja. Money literally runs everything. Even the Bible says money answered all things. So we all know how important our financial aspect is in life, and especially how we relate to our partners, like she said. And so I think it's very, very important, like she defined financial intimacy as, for us to be able to, be transparent about what we have or actually do not have, so that we can know where we are and know where we are going. So that is what I think about it. I think it's very important for us to know how to support each other, our current status, and how we can make it better, so that together we move as a team.
Is it really necessary for you to even disclose things that assets or finances that you already had before, let's say, jumping into a relationship or marriage?
Exactly, because if you enter into a relationship or marriage, let me say marriage, because relationships can be very short.
Yeah.
So if it's marriage, then you're looking at the long term. You're looking forward to having your life together. You're doing life together. So how on earth would you not want to open up about your finances? Because it becomes a home, right? One unit that two different people are contributing to run. So the man should know his roles, the woman should know her roles, financially, how they come across. If the woman is not as strong as he is, he knows he has to take up more responsibility, right, and all of that. So those dynamics are very important. You cannot decide to leave out finances when you're discussing future plans and living together, or just marriage and doing life together.
Abena, what does financial intimacy mean to you? And is it necessary for you to disclose your financial status before a relationship or before even jumping into marriage?
I think it's necessary at a certain point in the relationship, because today you don't know who you're with. It could be a gold digger, it could be somebody who's just there for your money. You don't know who you're with. So at the beginning, I don't think it's necessary to tell somebody I own 5 houses, or I am in debt, or quick loan is chasing me. I think at the beginning,
come again.
Quick loan is chasing.
Quick loan is what?
Chasing me. I think at the beginning, you don't have to do all of that. But when you can see a future with this person, when you see yourself getting married to this person, I think that is when the conversation comes in, and it is necessary. This is the rest of your life. Love is sweet and everything, but you can't buy prepaid, or you can't build a house with love. You don't go to whichever real estate and say, I have 100% love to buy. You don't do that. So yes, it is necessary. Whilst you're in the butterfly stage, you might not think it's necessary, oh, true love. But ma'am, one day without your money, you see your true love, and you just want to smack him in the face.
I think for someone who believes in prenup, anything I have prior to me being in a relationship or being in a marriage, getting married, is entirely up to me to actually sit down and ask myself if I want to share it. It's not really a necessity for me. That's just how I feel.
You're not meant to be the provider.
Well, at the end of the day, I think it's to some extent.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, you still have to disclose some information.
Anything I acquire whilst I am married to you, I can disclose it to you. But I don't think I owe you anything to share my financial status or what I have bought, what I have with you.
Do, Maame.
No, I don't.
You do. Mm-mm. Would you be offended or would you be hurt if your partner doesn't let you know those things about himself?
That's fine.
Or you're driving one day and somebody tells you this is your husband's house. And you never
he bought
knew.
it before he got married to me. That's fine.
You
Anything
don't
that
know about it.
You
You
don't-
can ask the question.
Thank
So
you,
what
Mike.
happens when you're married, okay, and your husband and yourself are trying to pick out a house, a place to call a home, to nurture your children and all of that? Are you going to expect to have a say? Because at the end of the day, let him be the provider. Whatever you earned before you met him is none of his business. So
Yeah,
he's going to say, look, Mommy, this is the house I bought. Bam, that's it. I'm
Let's
the
go.
one paying for it.
So
Do you have a
let's
say?
not get this muddled up. I believe in 50-50, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
However, the point I'm trying to make is
Whatever I had
whatever I
before.
had before you, it's
So it's not even about the disclosure. I think Mommy is looking at it like I have to come and tell you everything that's in my life. It's not about the disclosure. I think it happens. You need to give as much as you think is needed in the instance. So
Yeah.
for instance, if we are trying to take a decision about something and you're supposed to have a contribution, you can let me know, look, I don't have as much as this. Maybe your husband will say, oh, we are getting this, or I'm paying off the mortgage and the car notes and what, so I want you to take up groceries. And then you know that maybe because he takes care of everything, you've invested all your money, you have very little, you'll be able to take care of the fueling of the car, maybe the phone bill, but if you're adding groceries, maybe you may be a little stressed. You see, it's hard to say you'll not give all the information. Even if you want to talk about just what you're handling now, you may have to give an information about one or two to make him understand why you want him to take that decision to
I
help
don't
you
think I
pay
want
your
to do
bills or
that.
not.
Mommy, what I
So
would
at some
also
point, you
yeah.
would have to give some information. You may not have to give it all, okay? But depending on what you're going through with your partner, what's being handled financially, you would need to give some sort of information. So you can't just go and block out your partner, somebody you are sleeping with, waking up with,
Sharing the rest of
sharing
your
your body
life
with, and your
with.
whole life with. No matter what, something will come up. That's what she was saying. Somebody can just point you and be like, "Mommy,
This is your
you know this is your
husband's
husband's house,
And you-
here is the one selling it to this so man." You be like, "Hey." I mean, it's not a big deal. He acquired it, like you said, before you knew. But it will be very weird
Yeah,
if a
to
third
not
party is
know.
telling you about the man you sleep with
Yeah.
every single day and have kids with him. You are depending on the man or hoping to live your whole life with him, sort of. Because if I say dependent, not entirely. Like at the end of the day, if he's the head, you are going to be needing
Exactly.
something from him whatsoever. So at some point, you would have to give some information.
So Mahalia, let me ask you this. On that note, do you think that couples should combine finances or keep things separate?
I don't think couple should either combine or keep
Joint
things separate,
accounts?
unless of course depend on their own status in their relationship. Because every relationship is very unique. So depend on their current relationship, they can look at some important factors and take that decision. But I think that it is important. Steve Harvey said this on the show. It's very important for you to have a joint account for things that concerns both of you, because nobody wants to be taken for a ride. Nobody wants to be taken for a fool in a relationship, whether the person is the head or the person is the helper. Everybody wants to feel like they are valued equally in the relationship, right? And so there should be an account. I don't care if Maame, as a man, as a woman, you have $1 billion in your account and your husband has $100,000 in his account. At the end of the day, there should be a separate account that represents both of you. And then that's where you will show the dynamics of your relationship. If the man has to contribute more to that account than you and all of that, then you set the dynamics from that. So that's where, in that case, you will say you're not necessarily disclosing everything that you have. But even in that, you still have to be able to disclose something. You see what I'm trying to say?
That
So you can keep
explanation is actually a very good one.
Exactly. So no matter what you do, you still should have something that represents both of you as a couple. It may not be everything both of you own. It may not be everything that you disclose to your partner, but there should be something to represent both of you as a couple. That's why I'm saying you can decide to share or not.
Abena, what about you? Do you think that couples should keep their finances together or separate?
You know, when you're transparent, now it's not even really necessary to keep it together. It's like when I know what you have and you know what I have, it's not necessary for us to come and join it, go and swear whatever and change our documents. No. Once I know, I think it's enough. Knowing that, oh, my husband has this, he knows I have that. In future, when we need something, we know we can tap into his or tap into mine. When you're transparent with each other, there is no need to join. And like you said, once you're in the marriage together, whether you like it or yes, there are some things that you are going to have together. There are certain things that will automatically join you. So, and then if you are an independent woman, like you're saying, or if you are the woman who believes in 50-50, not 50-50, but if you believe in giving, then definitely you're going to share properties. You're going to, because like you said, nobody wants to be taken for a fool. And apart from not wanting to be taken for a fool, you also want to have a say in your marriage. So then you want to contribute something so that you are not seen as just there.
You just go with the wind.
Exactly. But when you share something, when you offer something, when you're able to bring something to the table, then yeah.
But you see, for what she said, that you may not necessarily have to disclose one or two if there's transparency. That's why I was initially talking about the status of your relationship, because every relationship is unique. You may meet a man today who is very transparent, also transparent, so that's your way of your style, your financial disclosure style, sort of, in any relationship you find yourself. But you meet the next man, and maybe he's the one you are into, you want to marry and finalize your whole decision of partnership with. By the end of the day, he also has had maybe a previous marriage where the person ripped him off everything he had just because he was transparent about it. So then it's really about what both of you are willing to contribute that affects both of you.
Let's ask one of the experts in the table.
So I would say this is not one size fits all. You know, some couples thrive in combined finances, others that's hybrid, and others do separate. So it depends on your goals, as I said in the beginning. Once you share the same goals and you agree to how you want to fund or grow the marriage or the family, and there's transparency, whichever one you agree on will work. So it's about sitting and agreeing with your partner. Should we do combined? Should we do hybrid or 50-50?
But Maame, let me ask you this. Why do you think we have attached like some level of sensitivity to conversations about money? Because especially if a woman brings it up, you are being seen as a gold digger. I don't know if... So because there are a lot of women don't know how to like...
Ask how much you like
about money. Then it's like the man is like, that's all you're interested in. Like, why do you think that is?
But
I think it depends on how you actually bring it to the table, or how you actually communicate this. You know, there are various ways. The last time we were talking about something, the conversation about what you bring to the table, and I made mention that you can actually ask a question that can indirectly pose as what you bring to the table without you actually asking the person that what you bring to the table. So in this context, you can actually ask someone how much they earn. And in terms of even, let's open a bank account, a joint bank account. Me, when it comes to the whole joint account thing, here's how I'll probably go by it. It probably won't be a thing where both our salaries are going through the same account. It'll probably be like maybe in a month, bring, let's just say $100. In a month, we'll put $100 into the account. I don't care about how much you earn, you know. But I think for me, there's nothing wrong with you asking your partner, someone that you're actually with.
see, we have a lot of problems in society.
A lot.
Finish.
I don't think it should be a problem, and I don't think it's anything sensitive to feel. If a man asked me how much do you make, I'll tell you, you know. However, it's dependent on what you want to use that information for, because why are you asking me how much I earn? Do you get it? But a man can actually find out how much I earn without him actually being so direct, and you know.
See, I don't even think we should be talking about how we should be looking at the fact that it's important to know.
Yeah.
Now, when we meet people and we want to start a relationship, we look at the very unnecessary things, get mixed with our feelings, we grow in attachments. Before now, we want to look at the important factors.
Don't tell me that.
No, hold
During
on.
a relationship, you come to ask how much I earn.
Hold on. That's why we learn and we grow.
That's it.
On a normal day, yes.
But you know that the average woman is
quite the growth.
skeptical to ask a man this.
Hold on.
Because she
At
will
a certain
stare to
stage, what am I dating for?
Yeah.
Mommy. At a certain age in my life,
Okay, so
what
let
am
me
I
ask you-
dating for?
so let me
Imagine a
ask you this question.
35-year-old woman meeting a 38-year-old man, and they won't talk about favorite color.
Mahalia,
See,
to make your question a bit more, your submission more valid, in my opinion. How long should you even date someone for you to ask them?
all my
That's
submission is
relative.
about is that knowing that information is very important if you plan on making your relationship anything serious.
Okay, before you
meet people and sometimes it's just very casual.
Yeah.
You really don't care whatever the person is having going on in their life, so you wouldn't ask. But if I meet you and there's a spark, immediately I start thinking about how we can go further.
You ask them how much.
Yes, I will ask you. I'm sorry, but that's the stage I'm in now.
I think it's a little
you and I are going to no. If I am at dinner with you, and you've told already, maybe this is our second or third date. You've told me you like me, you want to take me serious. Am I married? You've even asked me questions about the kind of place I want to live in. Yeah. You're talking to me about the future. I will bring up finances, mommy, and I will start with myself. Yes, I will be transparent about my finances, and I'll ask you about yours. Because if we are talking about where we are going, I need to know what your capacity is, so I can know where you can take me or where we can go together, and whether or not we actually want to keep this up. It's very important.
Is it at that point that you're able to detect whether this person is financially compatible to you?
Yes. I'm not going to ask you how much is in your account. No. What's your average earnings like every month? You can give me a range. I don't need to. I'm not saying open your phone and let me see your bank balance. You need to give me an idea what your financial status is like. I must know. If not, it's a waste of time, mommy. I don't know about you guys. But right now, as I'm here, Mahalia, you meet me third, fourth date. You are talking about being with me seriously. I will ask questions. You tell me, oh, I'm picking something from my home. You park in front. I'll ask you, is this your house? Whose house is this? I'm getting to know you. When should I wait and ask for those questions? When we are going to see my parents? So after I've wasted like 2 years to build with you, we know we are going somewhere. I'm not going to realize I made a mistake.
But you know, something as important 2 years or 2 or 3 dates is different.
Exactly what I'm saying. It depends on where your relationship is going. People meet in 3 months, they are married. Yeah. People meet 1 month, they are married. Some people meet 6 years, they are not married. So it depends on where the conversation is going. If the man in the relationship is talking about how many kids do you want, what kind of sexual position do you like, you're willing to take me to a certain point. Why shouldn't I ask you about your finances?
But mommy, let me ask you, did you see the way Mahalia said she's going to ask her man this? And we're all like, are you really going to ask him?
Women find ways to find the size of a man's penis before they marry. You don't think finances are important?
Why do you think society has made this topic sensitive? Because it's like we're all shocked that she's asking this. Why?
So grown.
Why is it sensitive to talk about it?
If you're out there looking for to date me, I will ask you. So get ready.
I think that depending on the conversation, okay, as Mahalia said, you can meet someone within a week. You are getting married. Or you are discussing rings and all of that. So once you feel or you realize that this is where we are getting to, it's very important to sit, because marriage is emotional contract, same as a financial contract. So even the ring you are discussing, if your money cannot afford, then you need to let me know so we'll know what range we can.
This brings me on this question. For someone who's already in the financial sector, how important is it that we actually have this financial conversation, especially with couples or relationships that are aiming to build something for the future?
It's very important because it helps you avoid conflicts. You know, you are able to meet your partner's expectations where you've been able to lay down, these are my A to Z investments. This is what I get. So the partner should also know that this is what my partner is getting. I don't have to go and asking ridiculous requests or money from my partner. Other than that, you end up getting the person to go and steal or do dubious transactions that would at the end of the day affect both of you as a family.
You are going to expect me as a woman to cut down my dreams. You know, women can be very emotional.
So why put yourself in that position where you even want to even do a joint account in the first place? It's like, oh, how quick. Honestly,
no, because
I don't understand why your money should be my I'm
not all your money,
not all your money, but that is why you have to agree.
That's why I'm saying that the whole joint account thing for me is bogus, because number one, we could, you mentioned something that, the reason why I'm saying this bogus now is because I just heard you explain something that just gave me a torchlight on my head. You said, the first thing that you said, I was like, yeah, this is actually a very good submission, which was, the joint accounts, the purpose of it is for us to serve a particular goal. Which is understandable. But I'm not going to do a joint account where the money is now going through and then you're now dictating it's benefiting you.
It's a joint account.
And the goal, you have 50-50 authority.
Yes,
and the goal is there.
You can't take money without my signature.
Where the man is not coming to say I'm the head of the house, so I'm.
But you can't take money without my signature.
That one is his word, so but on paper it doesn't work.
No, but there are some joint accounts that have single signatory or one person can sign on their own.
But
it's all that is it, and also the trust. You see, what we are talking about, it all boils down to trust and transparency.
And I'm glad you mentioned trust. Do you know that someone can actually take money from you illegally without you actually realizing that they're actually taking money from you?
How?
Okay.
Well, that's what is financial
intelligence.
Give me
is it taken from your account or how?
Like your partner come to you and tell you that, oh, babe.
Yes.
I can even tell you that, oh, babe, maybe there's an emergency and I need a loan cash.
And I'm lying.
Do you get it? When emotional
financial blackmailing.
Yeah.
Okay.
When emotions are involved, I feel like you can't really. I just feel like just.
For how long?
But that can happen even in
it's true.
I mean, for how long
can the person you can lie to me one time, second time, but I'm going to see that as a pattern every day. Is it that your car is sport? I mean, your partner will see. Anyway, let me ask you this, Maame. Do you think you can build well together if one partner is a spender and the other like a saver?
No.
It's possible. It's all about how you guys can work together. Because if I know my weakness and you also know your weakness, we can balance it out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it takes a heart of spending to make money. And at that point, whoever is not a spender will be prevented. Even though they may make money by spending, he doesn't want to spend.
Mahalia.
In another case too, it may be a lot of useless spending. And the one who doesn't spend can also watch out for you. So sometimes there's a give or take affair when you're looking at this
Mahalia,
kind of
a spender
situation.
Is a spender. A saver is a saver.
Yeah, but
when the woman is the spender, the relationship can work. When the woman is the spender, the relationship can work.
No, you see, it's
because
both
it's
ways.
One.
Because you complement each other. When I spend and you are the saver,
You see your face.
and we love each
I'm in a
other.
different way
We are very much emotionally attached. We are transparent with our activities, and we want to see the business, the marriage or the relationship grow. I would be very honest and I'll be very vulnerable with you. This is what I want. You know me, even before you married me, you know that this is my spending culture. So what you do is to help complement.
I feel like, okay, so in this case, let me break it down. The question. Would you save with someone? Would you open an account with someone if one person is a spender and one is a saver?
In this situation, you know your partner is a spender. So
and I'm a saver.
You see, it's not
textbook.
You put
structures in place.
No, so listen, like, let me tell you this. So I know, Maame, you are my friend or you are my partner. I know you are a spender. I know that when money falls in your account, you spend it. Knowing you and your character, I am not going to open an account with you where you can just go and withdraw money. I will not give you that access because I know how you are.
So you make in such a way that you need my signature before.
And I even said it at the beginning that I feel like it works better when the woman is a spender, in the sense that when your man is providing for you, you don't dictate him how much he should give you. He does say like based on what he can afford or what he can give. And then when your husband knows you're a spender, and then he knows that, oh, if I give Mahalia 5,000, she will spend everything in a month. He will now cut it and give you 3,000. Whatever you do with the money.
That's something I think we are a bit off the topic. These joint accounts we are talking about is for issues that concerns us both as a couple or the family.
That's it.
So if you want to get a handbag, that's your personal business. However you get your handbag is your issue.
But you see, if we're in a relationship, my handbag is your issue.
No, a handbag is not a need, it's a want. But if I'm in a relationship and I'm married and we have a joint account for joint purposes, will I now go there and decide to use that to buy candy because I feel like no?
So that's why you have to set the objectives.
Exactly. First of all, there's a goal for that account. There's a way you regulate how money leaves and enters the account, so nobody can take advantage of anybody. If you need my signature and I say no and I haven't signed, you can't get the money out of the bank. So how then do you cheat me?
Abena, let me ask you this question. If you met your husband and 6 months into the relationship, you get to find out that your husband is in a lot of debt, would you stay or would you leave, considering the fact that this debt is probably something that will probably take you like years to pay off?
If this question was in a TikTok video, you know the video where you do this and you vanish. I would just vanish. I would.
You know the men
I'll just have the wall.
Abena, don't forget.
And juices.
Abena, don't forget. For better, for worse.
No, we are not married yet, man.
No, you are married.
But 6 months into the relationship or marriage?
Yeah, marriage.
6 months into the relationship.
Or not the relationship.
Ma'am,
one.
I will take the wall.
First of all, you can't also just make a one-off decision. You've got to find out
what getting married for love.
What caused the person to be in that situation.
I came to heal the sick. I didn't come to raise the dead.
Compatibility, family
That
history.
is it.
Even you look at how healthy the person you're trying to get married to is. You look at a whole lot of things. The person's goals.
Mahalia, what
If you
about
are
you?
getting married to somebody who wants 15 kids, and as a woman, you know that you can't take that from your body. Why would you get into it?
Oh, I'll get into it. Are you the one who push out the baby?
My
After
dear,
5, I'm not going
that's why
again.
you know, because if your husband is on you every day because he wants it, how would there be peace? So first of all, we need to know what both of us are coming together with.
Yeah.
So if I know yours is debt that you have and I can't take that, I move.
Yeah.
Now a lot of men, especially in the States, what they are doing now is when they meet you, they try to check if you have student loans. It doesn't matter how brilliant you are, what good of a job you have right now. If they know you have student loans, they know that it's going to take
them
it's
forever.
going to drag both of your finances, so they immediately wash it
So
off.
people actually flee because of student
Yes,
loans?
I have somebody who left someone he wanted to marry and started looking my way because I don't have student loans.
Wow.
Yes.
That's sad.
Georgette, so what about you?
I would, as I said, I look at things on an individual basis, on a case-by-case basis. So if I'm getting into marriage with someone and I see that this person is in debt, if I like the person, first of all, I would check. Or even before I even get into it, you would have an idea about who this person is. So once you get to know of the debt the person has, you've got to find out, how was this done? Was it the person's fault? Is it something that we can work around as a team? Looking at the number of times or the months we've spent together, is this someone who can work, who has potentials
To be able to pay off
to be able to pay off with support from me or probably with no support from me? If all of these things, it doesn't click, then there's no way I'm going to get myself involved. But if there are potentials, if there's future that we can resolve this issue, I wouldn't mind going in to help the person.
Don't you think it's because you're a banker? You know that you can finesse the system.
Oh, not at all. We don't forget that as bankers, we are highly regulated. So we cannot just have our way. We are using shareholders' money to work.
Well, speaking of loan, let's throw it over to the She Business by Absa, the reason why you're here. And I mean, tell us, what exactly is She Business and why the launch is now?
Okay, so She Business is an initiative by Absa Bank to support women entrepreneurs. We are supporting women entrepreneurs who have 50% shares in their business. So I'm sure, Mahalia, after these conversations, we are opening an account for you.
Hey, you see how we connected Mahalia?
Yes. So banks often say they support women. What makes She Business genuinely like different from the others?
This is because we are very passionate about how we want to close the gap. The women are leading in the MSMEs in the country, but they have significant gaps. And these gaps are financial, access to market, capacity building. And so She Business has come in to provide discounted interest rates on our loans. We are giving out 2 million on collateral loan at an interest rate of 10% per annum.
No collateral.
No collateral, 2 million cedis.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And you can take up to 1 million cedis with collateral. But from 20,000 to 2 million is with no collateral. And the interesting thing is, apart from we giving you this collateral free loan at a discounted interest rate, we are also throwing in an insurance package where you can enjoy insurance, stock cover of up to 73,000 cedis. Public liability cover, yes. Abena, you've opened your mouth, and we are very
collateral
free. You also
smaller
enjoy
businesses that are just there. They don't have. You just give it to them.
Don't worry.
They would need to bank with us. We need to build a relationship with any
From the
business
smaller
that
businesses,
yes,
yeah.
if you are a new customer to Absa, you would have to bank with us for 3 months. Then we look at your previous bank statement to support the request that we'll put through. But we are able to give from 20,000 cedis up to the 2 million cedis on collateral loans.
Wow.
Even for smaller business.
Yes, once you qualify. So these are businesses in their growth stages.
So if, let's say you get 10 people and everybody's coming for 2 million, you can get it for everybody.
Oh yes, we are highly liquid.
Oh, okay. They are dull.
Yeah.
So how is She Business connected to your earlier Emerge?
Okay, so She Business was built out of Emerge. We engaged our customers, we listened to their ideas, their views, and we acted on it by birthing She Business. We were able to support women with loans up to the tune of 800 million cedis and above during Emerge time. And in April, we relaunched Emerge and changed the name to Absa She Business, where we are still continuing the support and added extra benefits to the package. And this is something that we as a bank, we are looking at doing and partnering with our customers to tell their stories together.
So what do you say to women who feel excluded by the system? Why should they come to Absa?
They should come to Absa because we have listened to them. We have taken our time to curate the Absa She Business that will suit them. And the Absa She Business, as I said earlier, it doesn't only support women that have already established, but from the growth stage. We handhold you to support you, provide you with capacity so that you are well equipped to receive the funding from Absa Bank.
Beautiful. You know how most of the time when we hear offers like this from banks, we find, from the viewer's point of view, I'm sure most of us have felt like that. You are behind the TV, you see an offer like that, and then you and your friend will look at each other and be like, yeah. So I like the fact that you're actually mentioning that it's for startups as well.
Yeah.
Like if you just started and you need some help, Absa is here to hold your hand, and I think that's beautiful.
Okay, so we'll hold your hands. If you are newly registered, we'll hold your hands and provide you with the capacity building programs. And one thing I forgot to say also is the insurance coverage. There's a life insurance cover for 5 of your employees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We also provide vacation class or vacation program during the long vac for the children of the Absa She Business who have junior accounts with Absa Bank. So it's a total enchilada where we are able to support the whole family and also the staff of our women.
So Georgette, is Absa doing this alone or do they have partners involved?
Okay. So we are lucky to have partners such as the MasterCard Foundation, Hollard Ghana, Telecel Ghana, Development Bank of Ghana, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, DHL Group, and some of our capacity building partners are the China Europe International Business School. These are some of the key partners that we've been able to come together to support our women.
Okay, so you've named champions of She Business. Who are they and why were they chosen?
They are fantastic examples of how you should support a woman business. So we have, I don't know if you all know FC Perfumery, Mrs. Grace Ameobeng. Yeah, she's the face of FC, the founder, and also the CEO. And she's also actually the president for Association of Ghana Industries, the Women Wing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We have affable Abigail Ama Abra. Abigail is into the pharmaceutical retail chain, Aid Chemist, the CEO of Aid Chemist. And finally, Frida Sarkodie, who is a trailblazer in the FMCG industry. Most of the FMCG industries, you have men dominating. But this is Frida dominating the industry and doing very well wherever she finds herself. So these are the partners we've come together with, and we've been working with them over time, and we are looking forward to also helping them grow and also them bringing on board the women in their various circles for us to support them.
Anyways, guys, we're going for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Pop champagne for the ladies.
This game is all about priorities, personalities, and how we see or value. I will mention a list of items pairs. Between the two items, you have to choose which one you will spend your money on and which one you would skip and why. Let's get ready to be very honest and have some fun with it. Starting with Abena. Home cleaning services and a designer bag. Home cleaning services and a designer bag.
Home cleaning services, why want
I think.
Ain't nobody want to do chores. I don't want to clean. And then with a bag, I mean, when I'm walking around with a dupe, once it's a grade B, nobody knows. Like, nowadays you can't even tell the difference. I want to have somebody clean my own. And it's way cheaper than the designer bag. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Mahalia, all expenses paid trip and 30k investment in your business account. All expenses paid
She would
trip
like for the TV.
and 30k.
No, I wouldn't
investment.
lie.
No, I think
Who would
it's
arrest me?
business.
She said
I'll take the
this herself.
investment into my business.
Oh, I thought you wanted to go to Paris.
No, I can afford to take
With your
myself
lover.
to Paris.
Okay.
Right? I don't have a lot of investors for my business, but I already have my travel fund, so I don't need anybody pouring into that. I just need people pouring into my business, so that's where I need help.
That's one serious
And
entrepreneur.
if I've already
right?
been to Paris, why would I sacrifice pouring into my business to go see the place again? Think about it.
A typical trait of a woman.
Got the certificate.
Woman
Thank you,
entrepreneur.
Mahela wants this loan. She's
I'm going to get
herself
it.
on the loan, right?
selling herself.
I'm saying here I come.
Well,
We're
Georgette,
doing business together.
Yeah.
Miss Georgette, investment in stocks and a wedding ring upgrade. Which
We all
one?
know the answer.
I'll do investments in stock because the wedding ring, whenever the investment matures and there's a lot of money, we can always upgrade it. But currently, we need to do the investments.
So, Maame, let me ask you this, even though I already know your answer. Gym membership and dinner at a 5-star.
Dinner.
Who gym? Who gym?
Wait, yeah, you guys have a video. All of this.
666 and vanity.
But yes, why?
No, but you know you benefit from the gym beyond physical looks, right?
Mahalia. Sometimes.
Hell.
Mahalia. Again.
This body, being wage your hands in.
The food is the motivation.
Nobody will see anybody coming.
In heaven, we're all sizes.
All of us.
Wake up here. Still, I mean, you Which restaurant? Santoku.
I mean, it's 5 stars, so.
Okay. 5 stars.
Or be upgraded to a 7-star.
Maame would just see the food. It's the food.
Georgette, do you have any final words for the viewers and also anything else that they need to know when it comes to She Boss business? And also, when would Mahalia be getting her loan?
Yes.
We need to know the
Yes.
time.
So that we all
can
be
all
there
go
with
to
the
a
Tracking
shop.
it, right?
I think you should have an idea how to go through it. Ghanaians are really afraid of
Like a processes.
processes. So like that's why people are still paying for visas and stuff. So if you can give us an idea so they know it's not scary and they can actually reach out to
That's
Absa.
right.
Okay, it's not scary at all. And Absa, we are very friendly. So you just walk into any Absa branch or speak to your relationship manager. Just carry your registration documents, be it the limited liability, sole proprietorship, partnership, or association registration documents. And if you are in a regulated industry, you've got to add your license or certificates to it, and we'll use it to open an account for you within 72 hours. After 72 hours, we sign you up onto the Absa She business. We set you up on all our digital channels so that at the comfort of your home, you can transact and do business. After 3 months, but even between the 3 months, we are in to provide you with capacity building programs or trainings. Once you hit your 3rd month,
Specific to your niche.
specific to your niche, but what we do for all our businesses is we provide business development services. Then later, once you go through the business development training, then we can do business diagnostics where we have consultants come into your businesses to understand and design a strategy or a plan that can help your business grow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Excellent.
So lastly, how do we go through, if we want to contact you or if we want to come to the store, are there specific stores that we can actually go to for this as well?
Okay, so visit any Absa branch within Ghana. We have branches across the country. Speak to your relationship manager, your personal banker, or the branch manager, or any person you meet at the branch would be there to support you. Or you can reach me on 024 1919731. 024 1919739, and let's tell our story together.
Okay.
Thank you.
Speaking of businesses as well, it's only right that we support our girlie Mahalia has a beauty store around Bauleshi, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us some of the services that you provide?
Okay, so we provide ink work, so semi-permanent tattoos for your brows, your eyeliner, for breast cancer survivors who need work on their areola. If you have a receding hairline, bring your husband, we will make him look more handsome for you. Push the hairline forward. If you want lash extensions, brow extensions, we've got you. And we have a special service, the comb line service, where we attach the hair strands to your hair, so there's no pressure in your scalp, and you can keep it for as long as you want, washing and treating your hair. So contact us, okay? 0555743417 on WhatsApp, and we've got you.
Are there any special discounts for our toasters?
Yes, once you say you're from Toast or you got a number from the Toast set, we are going to give you a 10% discount. Oh. Says the CEO. Yeah. You can video me and come with receipt.
Abena, it's been amazing having you as well. What should we look forward to on your socials and from the brand Abena Moet?
I mean, same mode, honesty, brutality.
I know, right? That's the word I
I'm not sugarcoating anything.
And loudness.
That one is not my fault.
I love giving freebies. So maybe to my first entrepreneur. And to my China babe.
Thank you.
Hey, Maame. And our lovely Maame, our 5-star.
Thank you very
We
much.
are looking forward to opening accounts for all of you. We've started the relationship now.
Okay.
Let's start germinating it.
Yeah.
You have the business ideas. Let's register our businesses and we'll support you along the
I'm
line.
down for it.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
It's actually been a very productive show. It's been one show that we've learned a lot from as well, kind courtesy of Absa as well. And hopefully you guys will pave more ways for the young and upcoming businesses as well, not just businesses that have been in the system for 3 years. You want like 6 months, 1 year.
But I think it's a great opportunity, because if you're watching or you have that idea you are sitting on, you know that you have to get your bum off your seat. Register your business now, because at least if it's registered now, you can 2 years, 3 years when before it even starts, at least you have the period and you can approach Absa. Okay, and on behalf of all the entrepreneurs out there, I want to say thank you to Absa for looking out for us. It's not easy to be an entrepreneur, and it's even harder when you're a woman.
Don't give this freebie.
Anyway, to our Toast fans, Absa is now part of Toast. So if you love us and you love everything we do, please go see it.
Thank you.
You can't say you are a Toast fan and you are not seeing that.
Period.
Yeah, and what I also want to say is we have our startup accounts, and startup accounts, it cuts across both female and male. These are new businesses that has been birthed or registered. We also provide free COT service charge on your account. Your issuance of your first Visa card is free. Free local transfers on our interbank channels, and also capacity building. So you start now. We provide you with all the services. As you grow and you find yourself being a female, then we can migrate you onto the she business to be able to support you financially in terms of you accessing our 2 million cedis at 10% per annum interest rate.
Wow. I think Absa is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
People don't give my lady this loan name.
People don't give my
I'm not letting go of this box, please. It's been a while since I got a freebie. Well, the show is proudly brought to you by GHOne Hair Relaxer Cream, the best premium hair relaxer on the market for the best premium wines, champagne, and whiskey. The surest plug is Cricklebar. We understand the unique journey of women in business, from juggling multiple responsibilities to navigating financial complexity, and societal expectations. Your resilience and vision inspires us. That is why Absa has created the She Business account, tailored to empower visionary women leaders like yourself with collateral, free loans up to 2 million, insurance coverage, discounted loans, interest rates, and capacity building programs. The She Business account is the banking solution for you. So you can simply visit the nearest Absa branch or simply call 030-242-9150 for more information. Absa wants you to know and understand that your story absolutely matters. It's been an amazing show tonight, and my girlies actually made this possible. Mahalia, please, let's see you often. You know we love you. What can you?
I'm always here.
Huh?
I'm always here.
Wow.
Why not?
It's very